Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to actually place a 112 trade. If you've never done a 111 or 112 trade before, these are literally the best passive income options trading strategies around, where not only can you make money if the market goes up infinity, but if the market drops, you make even more money. So if you've never put on a 112 trade before, go check out my other videos where I explain it in depth. Now I'm going to show you step by step how to place an order by doing a live order with you to make it super easy and super understandable. Because I know that if you try to do this yourself, your broker may say, oh, that's not allowed. Well, I want to show you how to do this. So step by step, how do we put on a order? Well, first and foremost, we're going to follow my 112 trading plan listed out right here. Again, this is a free PDF guide and backtest and everything you want to know about risk management, rules, plan, etc. about the 112 trading strategy. So if you want this, it'll be the first link down below. This will be exact rules that I follow so that you know what's going on if you want to repeat this after the video in your own account. So diving in, the first thing we want to do is go to ES Futures. So make sure we're on ES Futures and go into the trade tab. So we're going to go out on the way that I trade these. They go out about 45 days. So right here is a 45-day mark. I'm going to look at a 112 trade that does the following as listed in my handbook. I'm going to buy the 30 delta. I'm going to sell the 28 delta to create a put debit spread, and I'll show you why in a second. And then I'm going to go all the way out to roughly the 7 delta with the most options, volume, or open interest. So you can see here, these are all 7 deltas. This 136 has the most delta here. So I mean the most open interest. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to add 2 of these trades. So now, oops, my face is a bit too big. Let's make it smaller. Now I have 1, which is from my put debit spread, and then I have the 2, which is from the short puts that I'm selling, or the puts I'm selling. You can see here I have a 99% win rate, and that's about the gist. Now let's actually look at what this is in a real trade. So if we go to the active mode here, we can, a curve, and then analysis, we can see what's actually going on here. So if I highlight these trades, you can see how I'll make money in different situations, which is very important to know. All right, so here is the trade when you structure it like this. It shows you that no matter how high the stock goes or ES Futures goes, I will make a consistent $738. If the market drops past the first put that I sold, then I'll start making $1,500. So you can see here I'm going to make basically by default $700. If the market drops into this range, then I'll make basically double that. And so that's the beautiful part about this strategy. And you can even structure it different ways where you can make even more when it crashes. But right now, I believe the market's in a consistent uptrend, so I want to do this to maximize my move to the upside. Again, all this is explained in the free PDF guide down below. So this is how a 112 trade is structured, and this is how and where you'll make money. Now, if you just go in and you click review and send, and you try to put in this order, it'll say this strategy type is not supported. Try legging in. The futures market, the CBOE, does not allow these complex orders to go through into the market. So you have to do the trade in 2 parts. Now, if you look at this trade, what are the 2 parts? Well, you can see right here as we're selling puts. That's one trade. And another trade is this combined put debit spread. So this 112 is made up of selling puts as one trade and a put debit spread as the second trade. So let's split those up. So this is how I typically trade that. Let's clear this position and let's start from scratch. I go to the options that I want to sell. Why? Because when we sell options, we collect money. And why do I want to collect money? Well, because collecting money allows me to have money to buy the put debit spread with. So I'm going to go here to the 7 delta with the most open interest. I'm going to go this. I'm going to select 2 as my quantity. Then you can see here, it's going to bring in a profit of $900. By selling these puts, they're going to give me $900 off the bat. So I'm just going to put it in at the mid price and see if I get filled. If I don't, then we can adjust it from there. You can see here that I have a limit at $9. It's currently trading at $8.95. So again, I wait here for a second, see if it's going to fill. If it doesn't, I go into positions. I click replace order, and I can move it down to $8.95, maybe even $8.90 to where it is now, and then I'm going to get an instant fill. So just like that, I got filled at $8.90 for 2 contracts. So that means that I brought in $890 for putting on this trade. All right, so now that I have this position here and I made $890 that they gave me because I sold this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and create the put debit spread as my second trade. So I'm going to buy this, buy the 30 delta and sell the 28. This is going to create my put debit spread. So you can see here a buying power effect of $110 or a max loss of 162. That means what? That means I have to put up $167, basically $170 for this trade. Well, good news, I already got paid $890. So now I have money to actually use to put on this extra protection. So now that we have this, as always, I'm going to try to get filled at the mid price. And look, I got filled, perfect. So I've tried to get filled at the mid price, and if I can't, then I adjust it. All right, so now we've gotten into the 1-1-2 trade. We have one option, and then the two options. So how do we actually view this as the same? Well, again, if we're using this here in Tasty Trade, we can actually group the positions together. So you can see here is the trade that I just put on, February 23rd, 45 days out, and these are the trade strategies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on every single one of these to highlight them. I am going to left click, or if you're a Mac user, you have to click Control and then the right. And just like that, we can do group positions by. So first off, I put what is the name of this trade? Well, it's a 1-1-2 trade, and then I do this little line, and then I put okay, what is my profit target? So again, as we can see by the PDF guide, I want a 90% profit target. Or when the Bollinger Band breaks, those are my two ways that I'm going to exit. So now I know how I'm going to exit for a profit or exit for a loss. It's listed right here. I click group, and now it's put into one trade. Where'd it go? It went down here. Now it went into one trade right here, 1-1-2, 90% or BB break. And again, it shows me the total profit combined of the whole trade together. It shows me the whole trade together, the win rate, a 97% win rate. It shows me a total, the trade price I got in, $14.40, and then it shows me the mark price. Now, what do I do with this? Well, again, as I showed you, we're trying to exit profits at 90%. Some people do it at 50%, whatever you're doing. That means that whatever the trade price is, you want to multiply the percentage profit you want. So again, if I want a 90% profit, then I'm going to multiply this by 10, and when it gets to that price on the mark, that means that it's time for me to exit. What about a 50% profit? Well, you can see here, I got in at $14.40, so a 50% profit would be roughly $7.20. So once the mark shows $7.20, then I know I can exit out of this trade for a 50% profit and move on to the next one. Now again, this trade takes roughly $12,000 in buying power. I was only able to put on this trade because I took a trade off this morning for a $500 profit, and now I am putting on a new one. So that's how you do it. You take one off, you put one on. So if you want to learn more about the 1-1-2 trade, go watch my previous video on it and subscribe to the channel. Or if you want the PDF guide, click the first link down below. It's completely free. Just enter your email and you'll get it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.